Hey guys. Alright, GoPro's working. Fred's walking in now. He's walking in right now to the business. Where to get him. Plate. Yo, we're gonna plate real quick, just in case she runs. K Kilo Go CV8149 KCV8149. I'm gonna wait for them right here. This is where they're supposed to bring him. They're a fucking rooster. Hey y'all. This is where they're supposed to bring him, so I'm just gonna wait right here.
Alright, let's just talk on this side in the shade. Again, we just want to talk to you in the shade right here. Again, we're not the police or anything. We're just back next to you. Alright, so tell us exactly why you're here today.
Well,
and again, we're not the police. We're not here to hurt you either.
Well, why are you videoing me then?
For safety reasons.
In case you try to get froggy and take a swing on me.
Oh, I'm not gonna do anything.
And we're not gonna harm you. This is to document.
Yeah.
We work with an organization that tries to prevent people from targeting minors on the internet.
What made you think this was right?
Right, and that's what, honestly, I know y'all probably hear this a lot and stuff like that, but
this is your first time?
And
we hear it all the time.
No, this is my first time, but honestly, I wanted to talk with him about what he was doing was dangerous as well.
You think we haven't heard that before?
Oh, I know you haven't heard. I mean, I know you probably have heard that a lot.
All right. Well, I'm gonna shoot the shit with you straight, right? Okay. So you came in, you drove in, right? You parked face front, right? So what was the point of you turning around and having your vehicle facing outwards?
I don't really, I mean, honestly.
You're the only one parked right there, right? So you can't say it's because of traffic or another car, right? So what was the real reason?
No, well, I don't really have a reason
we already got your
why I
license
did
plate,
that.
so
I mean, yeah, I don't have a reason why I did that.
So then, I have a meager understanding. Like, I'm not a smart man, but when you say I could either suck your dick or jerk you off, that leaves a lot to interpretation. Would you mind explaining to me what that, like, how is that talking to a child? Because maybe there's something that I'm missing.
I get what y'all are saying. I get that what I was doing was not right, and what I'm looking for, honestly, is I've got kids, and
How old are your kids?
I got an 18 and a 16.
How old are you?
40.
No, you're not.
42. 42.
We're the same age?
Sounds close to
42.
me.
Okay. So then let
I
me
can
ask you
show
this
you.
question. You said you got kids, right?
Right.
Let's say you were with us, and I need you to listen right now. I need you not to speak. If you were hanging out with me right now, and we were going to talk to a gentleman that told your kids, that's 15, that he wanted to either suck his dick or jerk him off, how would that conversation
I
unfold?
would be very angry. Yeah.
What would you do?
I would be very angry, and I would.
Probably want to beat his
Is there
ass, wouldn't
any-
you?
Yeah.
Is there any excuse whatsoever?
There's not an excuse. I mean, no, there's not an excuse. And what?
So then
like
why
I
did you
said,
say what you
I'm
said?
doing Wrong.
Why did you say what you said then?
Huh?
Why did you get so sexual with him?
Well, honestly, I mean.
Were you just feeling foggy one day and decided to leap?
No, I think we got sexual, because we were both, kind of chatting, and what I was saying to him was inappropriate. Look, there's no excuse for what I've done, and I know y'all may not believe this, and but I honestly had no intention. I know y'all hear that 100 times.
No, I trust you 100% because I communicate with these guys. Half the time,
talk to him about what he was doing.
Half the time I talk to them, I told Kyle just the other day, I was hoping to either suck his dick or jerk him off, because that's how I talk to people that I just want to be
No,
friendly
I'm not
with.
talking about what I said on that. I'm talking about once we actually met, I wanted to talk to him about.
Well, once me and Kyle
what
met,
he
I
was
said
doing.
I said once we met, I'm not gonna suck your dick.
And so, y'all can, y'all can be, jerks about it. I understand.
Wait a
I
minute, say
understand
that
what
one
I
more
did.
time. We can be what about it?
Jerks about
Are we
it.
being jerks right now?
You know,
I
Trevor,
think
You're
we're
not.
being pretty darn calm.
you know I traveled from Ohio to be here?
And you're not. I mean,
Okay,
you're not.
appreciate
but
it.
I know what you're saying.
You told a 15-year-old,
I said-
listen to me, sir.
right.
Look at me, please, when I speak to you.
Okay.
Look at me. Don't look off into the distance. Don't try to spin a story.
Okay.
You told a child that you wanted to suck his dick or jerk him off. Look at me when I speak to you, please.
Because I'm about to leave because I understand what I did was wrong.
What's the
Okay.
point of leaving? You know you're
Yeah.
leaving the scene of a crime, correct?
I've not committed a crime yet.
You actually have. You've committed a felony already.
What have I done?
You solicited a child for sex and you made an appearance. Those are two separate charges.
Right.
So I suggest you talk to us and not leave.
Well, I'm talking. to
Okay,
you
but why are you saying you're about to leave?
Because,
We haven't called the police. We don't have
Okay.
an intention to.
okay.
But if you do leave, we have all your information. We know where you live. Okay,
Okay.
so just talk to us.
I'm talking.
Okay,
What
so
do
I
you
want to go
want?
through the chat logs with you because
Okay.
I'm really trying to understand your psyche here. Okay.
Okay.
So you guys started where? Where did you guys start to talk? Was it through texting? Was it through an application?
Yeah, it was from an app.
What was the app
I
called?
was on Grindr,
Okay.
and he got him a Grindr. Like he, we messaged on Grindr, and then he asked me about what age was I willing. I said, well, obviously if you're 18 or older. Then he said that he was less than that, but he didn't want to discuss it, so he gave me his number.
So you guys moved over to text messaging.
Yeah, and then he said that he was 15, and that's when I had decided that I was not going to do anything with him, that I wanted to talk with him. Now, yes, we had a lot of inappropriate, in a sense, I was doing kind of what I guess you guys were doing to me, trying to arrange a meeting so that I could talk with him about what we were doing. And in that discussion, I made a lot of inappropriate things. There's no excuse for that. I was trying to set up a meet so that I could talk to him about the dangerous things that he was doing.
Gotcha. All right. So, you asked him, so how old are you? So you guys move over to texting, right?
Right.
He said, oh my God, how old do you think I am? You said from your pic, and you already said you weren't 18, I would say 17,
right.
LOL. He said, nope, LOL. You said 16, question mark. And then he responded 15.
Right.
Okay, so you knew his age.
Yeah.
And then you proceed to say, oh shit, bruh, we're talking illegal,
Right.
LOL.
Exactly.
What are you trying to do? So why would you follow up with that if you knew you were breaking the law at that time? If you guys met on
Because at that point, I wanted to meet up with him and talk with him about what he was doing was being dangerous. Like I said, I have kids his age, and that is dangerous for him to be doing that.
Okay.
I had no intention.
But what made it right for you to do that? Why
You're
shouldn't his
right.
parents?
No, you're right. It
Yeah.
wasn't right for
Why
me to
not
do
call
it.
the police? Why not notify his parents? If you
What
could find
gave
them?
you that
Well,
right?
I mean, yeah. I mean that. I don't know how I would. I don't even know how I would have.
Did you invite him to your church?
To a church.
I'm asking. Well, you said you
No.
wanted to mentor him. I see you got the crucifix around your neck.
Right.
I'm asking if you really wanted to try to mentor and guide him
Okay. Yeah, I got you. No.
in
Do
the
you go to
footsteps
church?
of the Lord.
Church. No, sir.
You don't belong to a church?
Yeah.
Oh, you do go
Yeah,
to church?
that's-
Like every Sunday?
No, I don't go every Sunday. But,
What would your pastor think
and,
if he found out what you were doing here today?
He'd probably be
Guys.
disappointed, wouldn't he?
right. Oh yeah, guys. What you guys are saying, I totally agree with.
Sure.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing with you on those things.
And what about Jesus? What do you think he would say about this?
Oh, he would. I mean, obviously Jesus was perfect. He was,
You got that cross around there.
You do claim to be a Christian, or
I do.
claim to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't claim to be perfect, but I do
Right.
claim to be. Yeah.
Sure. All right. So let's get back to these. You say, so how many other guys have you been with?
Right.
And he says, LOL, like 2.
Mhm.
He says, what about you? You said, yeah, actually same, just 2.
Right.
I'm kind of new at this.
Mhm.
So when you say you're new, are you new on Grindr? Are you new
Yeah.
through?
I've only been on Grindr probably 2 or 3 months or whatever.
Have you met anyone before trying to meet up with Caleb?
Yeah, I've met I have met a few people that have flaked out. Basically flaked out on me. Right now, what I'd never really been with a dude or anything.
You
like
said
that,
you
so-
said some faked out on you. How old were they?
Oh, these were people like in their 20s. I mean, these are like, I don't. Yeah,
So of age people.
right.
Okay.
So,
All right. So this kid says, I don't drive, by the way. And then you responded with, that's okay, I can pick you up.
right.
How would you get out of your house? Like, do your parents
Yeah.
keep up with where you're going?
Yeah.
Like, what would be the reason for asking that?
Because, like I said, I was trying to set up a meet. I mean, because I'm not going to excuse what I've done. All of that texting and stuff was wrong. I mean, it was.
So why did you even
wrong.
entertain it?
Huh?
Why did you even entertain it then?
Well, I told you because I wanted to set up a meet.
Well, I understand it, but
so I could talk to him about the dangers of what he was doing. I know y'all don't believe that because I know y'all hear that 100 times, but I'm telling you right now,
Yeah,
I
we've
had
heard it
no
quite a few
intention.
Did you
times.
pick up McDonald's for the kid?
And I had no intention on doing anything. Well,
Do you have
yeah,
food
that's
in your
what,
car?
yeah. I picked up McDonald's. I was going to give it to him.
What did you
and
buy
tell him
him?
he needed to go home.
what do you say you wanted?
What did you buy him?
What did I buy him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you say you wanted?
He wanted some chicken nuggets.
Anything
And you have them in
else?
the car?
And,
You have them in the car?
yeah.
So you bought chicken McNuggets for a 13-year-old.
No.
How old is he?
13?
Huh?
You said he was
Said
13.
15.
15. Okay.
Yeah. And no, my intention, like I said, I'm not excusing what happened, okay? What I did was wrong, and I am very sorry about it. But my intentions were not to do anything with him. I was going to give him the food and tell him that I could have been someone much more dangerous and that he doesn't need to be doing things like this.
I am in full agreement with that. You could have been someone totally dangerous
Right.
and just
Exactly.
came here to kidnap that kid
Exactly.
and take him away from his family and his friends and all
Right.
of those people, but you're not. So I respect you for that. But since you bought him some food and you say you're going to tell him that he shouldn't be out here doing this, is that correct?
Yeah.
Why would you park at the end of the freaking parking lot? That's a conspicuous place, what you say?
Well, that's also where he told me to park. I mean,
That's where he told you to park?
well, when we were talking,
What
he
did he
said
say?
something about that he wanted to meet at the Dollar General because there was a side parking lot. So that was the only reason I parked there.
But why
But
all the way in the
all
back?
down, all the way up by the loading docks.
Yes, I mean,
No, it's a legitimate question.
I know it's a legitimate
I
question.
mean, the loading docks. I mean, that's all the way into the
And I
store.
understand what you're saying, but I understand that, but like, I guess y'all are putting a lot more thought into it. I don't really know
Considering
why.
it's
I have
an
a daughter.
underage child,
Yeah,
I would
like-
say we're putting a lot of
Oh,
thought
I know
into
that,
it.
and I'm not saying.
And we
I have a
take
fucking
it very-
daughter
we
that-
take it
that-
very
I'm not
seriously.
disagreeing with, but I'm just saying I didn't put that much thought into where I parked. I just parked because he said there was a side parking
But
lot.
did he say
Well,
park
you-
in the back?
Well,
No, he didn't. I can go ahead and tell you
Oh
he
yeah, but
didn't.
yeah, it insinuated that he.
Bro,
yeah,
I
that's
really
what-
want some insomnia cookies after this.
So,
Call
Y'all have
them
them here,
and see if
insomnia
they
cookies?
have that here.
insomnia.
All right, we'll do.
Have you heard of that?
Wait.
It's a very...
All right. We're gonna be calling the police here. Calling the police. Hold on a second.
He did. He told them. Hold on. Hold on. Here.
What was
No. Yeah. I'm like, yeah. I'll explain it. Basically, no. Basically, yeah. He posted a.
it? He was on the Grindr app.
I know that, but he's asking.
Oh.
Hold on. Can you explain that better to him?
Hello, officer. What was the question?
We've got some officers in that way. If y'all want to just fill them in when they get there, I was just trying to get a little bit better understanding on the whole story. But
Okay, so
fill them in for something.
okay. Do you know how long they'll be?
I do not right off. They're probably coming from a few different areas. They've been extremely busy today.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much.
He's not that no subject has any weapons or anything like that.
He don't look like he has any weapons. He has a blue shirt, khaki-like pants, brown shoes, brown socks, with a baseball hat.
All right, I'll visit in, and then we'll have some officers out there from
All right, thank you.
again.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, be right back.
He kept asking me, like, what's his name? What's how?
There's nothing. I'm not going to give you any BS excuses on why I said anything on those texts.
May I
You
please
should-
ask
you
you a
doesn't,
question?
right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Does anybody know that you have a preference for men? Or is this
No,
something
well,
you
I have one coworker friend of mine.
do you,
who,
do you enjoy the company of women too, or just men? And so
No.
I'm not here to shame you either way.
No. I've been married. I'm divorced now. You know.
So my question is, and let's say what you're saying is true, that you just
Mm-hmm.
wanted to have an ethical conversation with
Right.
him.
Yeah.
Obviously, you found this person to be attractive.
No.
You said no.
I wouldn't want to suck the dick, and
Right.
what I am gonna leave that with is if this kid decided to come on to you in an aggressive manner,
Yeah.
would you have been able to fight off that?
Yeah,
aggression?
I would not have done anything with it.
Okay.
No, I would not have done anything.